moms watch their sons discuss Andrew Tate on Dr. Phil. I'm excited to see what these young boys have to say about Andrew Tate. They're around my age, a little bit younger than me. I have hope on them.
I don't really watch Andrew Tate a lot, but I've seen him about like 80 to 100 times.
100 or more.
68 videos.
Somewhere around 80 to 100.
About 87 videos of Andrew Tate.
Who keeps count of how many Andrew Tate videos they watch? Just say a lot. I watched 1,461 with 37 minutes of Andrew Tate. And Tristan Tate about...
Andrew Tate has a huge impact on what teenagers think now because he is so influential.
Like, everyone wants to be like him, like rich guy, Bugatti, all that, like rich lifestyle.
And he's very positive about how to be successful, go to the gym, get a good mentality.
Yeah, a lot of people want to be like him because he preaches masculinity, which is what a lot of young men lack. I found that I needed to be more masculine, to be more fulfilled in life, and just to have a better positive outlook on life. So yeah, a lot of people want to be like him. He does have a really positive message. Go to the gym, be masculine. That's all.
There are some good things about what he says, but the things that he says about women, I do not agree with.
I used to say this too, but then I realized, like, what is he really saying about women? I've never really seen anything bad about women. The only time he trashes on women is when he's on those Red Pill podcasts when the women are OnlyFans whores. Of course he's going to trash on them because they're promoting degeneracy to the world, and that's horrible. If you really try to find any part of him talking about women, it's usually good. When it's bad, it's in those Red Pill podcasts against those OnlyFans whores.
About 50% of men want to have those kind of relationships that he has. But personally, that kind of relationships that he is saying, I don't want to have.
I also disagree with that. I don't think a man should have multiple wives. If you're a religious man, I'm a Christian man, I will look more into the Bible. I will look more into my religion. But all I know is that a masculine man should be with a feminine woman. And yeah, that's it. Have a good marriage. Have children. If you have a good, beautiful, good woman, that should be enough. You don't need more. You don't need more problems. One good woman is enough.
I'm influenced by Andrew Tate because I see him and I see any toxic masculinity that is shared, and I process that and I look back, and it's more of like a self-reflection thing. Just like, have I acted like that? Do I need to change that?
Toxic masculinity is not a real thing. It's just masculinity. That's what it is. When a man beats up a woman, they say it's toxic masculinity. That man was not masculine. He was weak. His emotions got the best out of him. His anger got the best out of him. And he's disgusting, right? That's not masculinity. That's just him being weak and being feminine and letting his emotions get the best of him. Masculinity is good. When men compete against each other, it's good. It pushes you to be better.
If I was married, I'd say jobs and like taking care of the kids would go both ways.
I would love to spend time with my kids and take care of them.
I don't really mind who it has the job or who is taking care of the kids, as long as the kids are happy and healthy.
It doesn't really matter who makes more money. It's not like it's a competition.
One thing I learned from Hamza in the book, The Way of the Superior Man, is that men have a purpose, a deep purpose, and we need to fulfill that purpose or else we're going to be miserable. If we don't follow that purpose, let's say my purpose is to be a wrestler. If I decide to give up that purpose to be a stay-at-home dad, even though I love my children and I love my wife, I'm not going to be internally happy with my life, and that's going to carry on to my family not being happy, having an unhappy home. So in order for the children to be happy, healthy, in order for the wife to be healthy and happy, the man needs to be, fully mindful when he's spending time with them. But you can only do that if you're fulfilling or pursuing your purpose. So if you're a stay-at-home dad, you're going to be miserable.
Genetically, men are stronger.
I don't think we give women enough credit for how strong they are, because men don't ever have to give birth. I don't know how much strength it takes to do that, because also enduring pain takes a lot of strength.
Where's the cancel culture now? Are we not going to cancel this young man? He just said women are stronger than men because men cannot give birth. I thought men could give birth now. I thought trans men could give birth too.
Women are way smarter than men because we men do a lot of more stupid stuff.
Men make very dumb decisions. Like if a woman was a leader of a country or something, I don't think it would end up in a war.
Who's stronger, men or women? Men. Who is smarter? It depends. Historically, men have been really smart. You know, we got Albert Einstein, we got all these geniuses. I've also seen a woman who worked for NASA who wrote the whole script or the whole code to take men to the moon. So, you know, men are smart, women are smart. It depends on a one-on-one. But when it comes to strength, men are generally more stronger than women. And it's just facts. Don't get emotional about it.
Social media influences teenagers very easily because I feel like teenagers are still like very clueless.
If an influencer is promoting toxic masculinity and that influences me, I'm gonna share with my parents what I've learned from this guy. My parents overall have the most influence over me.
We should share with our parents what we watch, but I feel like we should also be responsible enough to like be able to tell ourselves if this is accurate, if we should believe this or if we should follow this.
Exactly, I agree. Teenagers are really clueless. I'm still really clueless, but you know, watching these type of videos, I make up my own mind. I analyze, what is this person saying? Do I agree? Does it make sense? What do I think? And having that capability of thinking for yourself allows you to see that Andrew Tate is not a bad person how they paint him to be, right? But if you don't think, you're gonna follow what the news say. Andrew Tate is a misogynist, he's a danger to society, ban him from schools, he's a human trafficker. You gotta think for yourself.
Listening to all the kids, I felt like the progress that we're making is good.
All of these kids are really deep thinkers, and they seem like they're gonna not take what Andrew Tate says to heart, which really makes me feel good about our generation of kids. I feel like we're doing something right with this generation.
It's funny that they're happy that they think not watching Andrew Tate is going to save this generation, when in reality, this generation, it's already down bad. This generation is one of the worst ones when it comes to like motivation, discipline, actually achieving success. They have a victim mentality. We have a victim mentality. So the message of masculinity, this message is what my generation needs. It's what I needed, right? Overall, I think the kids handle it pretty well. You know, not being too controversial about their true opinions about Andrew Tate. They are in front of their moms. They're in front of Dr. Phil and the whole audience. Millions of people on YouTube watching. You don't want to ruin your future by saying you support Andrew Tate. You don't want to ruin your dating options when all the girls see you support Andrew Tate. So they did a good job. They're smart. And I want to see a real conversation between all of them when they are not, you know, in front of their parents. After all that Andrew Tate is telling young men is to go hit the gym. Because after you hit the gym, you learn a lot about you. You learn about your limits, your discipline, your stoicism, your ability to handle pain and learn from that pain, learn from your lessons, your ability to go through hard times, to not be depressed, to always look forward, to always work hard for what you want. That's all Andrew Tate is telling you. All you have to do is embrace masculinity, go to the gym, and just be better.